Have you ever stopped to consider what is right about the Church of Christ? Hi there, I'm James, and this is Moral Video Productions. Welcome to our channel. There's lots of critics and those who just want to tear down and slander or abuse others. In this lesson, let's take a very positive look at a couple of attributes defining Christ's church as recorded in the Bible. These are the attributes that Christ's church must have today if it is right with God. We will be looking at many more such identifying characteristics from God's own word in upcoming lessons. One of the most important features of the church described in the Bible is that it must have the right builder and the right foundation. The Church of Christ has both. The prophet Isaiah wrote in Isaiah 28 and verse 6, "Behold, that's God, I lay in Zion a stone for a foundation, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation." God is the one who is the master builder of the church. But upon what foundation was the church built? Paul answered that question when he wrote in 1 Corinthians 3 verse 11, "No one can lay any foundation other than the one that has been laid. That foundation is Jesus Christ." In 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 4, and then in verse 7, the Apostle Peter wrote of the living stone, rejected of men. The stone that the builders rejected, the same was made the head of the corner. In fact, Jesus himself mentioned that rejected stone of Old Testament allusion in Matthew chapter 21, verse 42. Christ made reference to the psalmist's prophecy that the stone which the builders rejected has become the head of the corner, Psalm 118, verse 22. And that applied, he applied that rejection to the Jewish Sanhedrin's rejection of him as God. When Jesus asked his disciples who they thought he was, it was Peter who answered, as recorded in Matthew chapter 16, verses 16 through 18, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." In response to that profound confession, that bedrock fact that Jesus was the Christ, Jesus answered and said to him, "Blessed are you, Simon Bar-Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father in heaven. And I also say to you that you are Peter, and upon this rock," not Peter, but the bedrock fact, that foundation that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, upon that rock, Jesus said, "I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it." The church of the New Testament, that is the church of Christ, the church promised to be built upon that bedrock foundation that He is the true Messiah, the true Christ, the chief cornerstone of that magnificent building made up of lively stones, that is Christians, not made with hands, the church of Christ. The Scriptures thus made it abundantly clear that God is the builder of the church and that Christ is the foundation upon which the church is built. Here then are two important questions. Who is the builder of the church which you are a member, and upon what foundation is that church built? If the answers are anything other than God and Jesus Christ, then you are not a member of Christ's church, the right church. Man in his own wisdom has come up with thousands of so-called churches. Your eternal abode depends upon whether or not you are in His church. Thank you so much for watching. In our next lesson, we are going to see another identifying mark of the church we learn of in the New Testament. Christ's church has the right time of origin. Won't you join us? And if you would please, click the like button, subscribe to our channel, tell your friends about us by sharing our videos, and leave us a comment. We would truly enjoy hearing from you. And without hesitation, let me also remind you to always judge righteous judgment.